Wilchensky. I am the Director of Curriculum for the Bridgeton Public School District, and I'm here today to read This Little Building is Huge, written by Flavia Alaya, and it was published by CHABA right here in Bridgeton. This little building is huge. Yes, this T-shaped little one-story they call the Nail House, right there at the entrance of the Bridgeton City Park. Bet you barely noticed it the last time you went by. Yet 200 years ago, this place was one of the mightiest places in South Jersey, the brainchild of a few of a new America's newest entrepreneurs and the leading edge of Bridgeton's first major industrial startup called the Cumberland Nail and Iron Works. And works worked. And the works grew, big and bigger. New buildings rose up on both sides of the river. Lots of work and workers, lots of boats, and lots of smoke. For nearly a century, the nail works produced nails and pipe and iron goods by the tons, bringing raw iron from as far away as Sweden and workers from near and far. They helped birth buildings and boats, barns and bridges, many still standing. Down the river and out the bay, onto farms and factories, floated barge after barge of the right stuff for making this new industrial new world boom. The works even turned out new entrepreneurs, like James Stewart of Goultown, and one was Oberlin Smith, an engineering genius who joined the works when he was just a kid. Smith got so revved up about inventing and manufacturing that a few years later he started his own machine shop a mile away. Sam's Farragut Machine Company soon went on to become internationally famous. It took Bridgeton's ever craftier metal goods around the world and its industrial power into another century. But meanwhile, in 1899, the iron masters of the Cumberland Nail and Iron Works announced that they had finished their work in Bridgeton and would shut down. And they left a lot behind. Besides lots and lots of nails and many of those old industrial buildings, there was the meandering romantic raceway and those hundreds and hundreds of acres of woods and upstream lakes and eddies that had once supplied the works water power. Over the years, this watershed had become the people's playground. They didn't want to lose it. Oberlin Smith spoke up and spoke for many others when he pleaded with the city to hold on to it, keep it green, and make those 1,000 acres a permanent city park, our park. And they did. Almost every other nail works building, big or small, came down. The nail house was spared. Why? To become the gingerbread house in a fairy tale? Long before they even added the zoo. Sorry, I skipped a page. Even before they added the zoo. But mostly, the people saved the little nail house just for this, to share it, to show it, and have it tell the big backstory we're telling you now. 100 years working, and another 100 years talking. Wow, that's more than 200 years. So maybe what really matters isn't the size of the house in the story, but the size of the story in the house. Well, now the nail house needs to find its voice again and tell its huge story. It needs to welcome visitors, to open the windows of our minds so we can look backward and forward. It needs to help us imagine what's still there that we can't see with our eyes. It needs to tell us about the iron past and our green future, about an industry turned into a great park in a great city. and it needs to do this for at least another century. Did you know you can help? You can give this little nail house back its really big voice. How? By telling its story again. So now it's your turn. Can you? Go ahead and try. Because of course, this isn't the end of the story. It's just another beginning. The little building is huge, and that's where we're standing in today. Thank you for listening.